What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the J-Rock Show. I'm your host, the Cowboy J.R. Storm, joined alongside my co-host, Jason J.K. Candell. After last week's episode with Bevins and Patches went so well, we decided, hey, let's have another guest on the show today. And today we've got freshman phenom, the Iceman shooter, Cam Jones, from the SMU Mustangs. Thank you for joining us, Cam. How are we doing today?
I'm good.
Cam, we appreciate you joining us, but we had some breaking news drop, I'd say within the hour around there. Tony Bennett, head coach of the Virginia Cavaliers, retired. What do you think of a coach retiring in the middle of the season, especially with that move being effective immediately? And a lot of talent on that Virginia roster.
All right. I mean, in any case, from prep level, SimWorld U, or whatever level, I mean, I don't think it's, especially with the state that Virginia was in, and I mean, it wasn't a bad team. You know, they came into a couple of early, losses or whatever the case may be, or upsets, if you want to speak on those. But, I mean, I don't think it's ever a good reason to just walk out on your team, especially in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a weird situation there, JR. I would say so. Would you say the same?
Yeah, I just have to say the timing is definitely interesting. Because, I mean, yeah, Tony Bennett's been coaching for a long time, but the season's only a few weeks in, and the timing of it is just what gets to me. The timing of it, I think, is just really interesting.
Yeah, but there's some other intrigue across SimWorld U right now, Cam. We saw Miami get upset last week. We saw Tennessee go down to winless Oklahoma. We've seen a lot of the top dogs go down early. How do you evaluate the influx of all of these top teams being upset this early in the season?
I mean, I can't say that I'm, like, surprised or nothing like that. Like, my favorite season, and you'll probably see me say that in chat many times, is upset season. Like, that's like my time. Like, because I like, it's just, you know what's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. I mean, these preseason top 25, it just be solely based on, you know, recruiting or who they had or what they did. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, you know, what you did can't help you this season. You know what I'm saying? Or who you have technically can't help you against somebody that is not really proven, but they have something better than you do, you know. So
yeah, definitely.
I think it goes to show you anything can happen on any given night.
Right, definitely, most definitely, anything. Like especially my boy Sono Chopper. Shout out Sono Chopper for getting his win over. Yeah, I was rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? Kind of upset how they, you know what I'm saying, kind of failed in the beginning of the year, but
yeah, definitely. And last but certainly not least, before we start getting to some more questions, Cam, you know, UCLA, Kentucky on Monday night, is that a game of the year to you, or is Kentucky truly the best team in the country to you, despite no Coach Cal?
Nah, I think that, I mean, that could be a big game of the year, you know, candidate. Like that was a downright, that was a good game. I mean, even though it went the way it went, it slowed down for UCLA at times. But I mean, Jalen Snow and company, they did what they could. It was just Kentucky. It was Kentucky day. It was Kentucky night. I mean, that's ball. Period.
I don't know about you, Cam. I think Tennessee is the best team in the country right now. I don't care that they lost to Oklahoma. I think in terms of pure talent on that roster, I think that there's no better player in SimWorld U right now than Trey Turner.
I mean, like, I'm a company man, so like my team is like the best team. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
we get it, man.
Nobody, you know.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, they most definitely a decent team though. Very, very good team. A lot of good pieces. Trey Burner, you know, so I'm coming for that number one shooter spot, but he's a burner for sure.
Trey Burner, Turner. we got some questions for you now, Cam. JR, you want to kick things off?
Yeah, sure. So, Cam, who were your biggest idols growing up, and who do you sort of aim to shape your own game after as one of the best three-point shooters in all of SimWorld U?
I mean, first, I mean, like I mean, it kind of showed up a little later, but I kind of take more pride in like my physicality on the court and just being able to make those plays that don't show up on the scoreboard, and that was like kind of my aim towards my first season with H-Town Hoopers during my SimWorld youth time. I mean, SimWorld preps time, anyways. But I mean, my shot just kind of started clicking, and I mean, I can't really say I looked up to no shooters. I didn't really look up to no shooters at all. I mean, we could talk about watching Curry do what he did. We could talk, but I never looked up to shooters. I always looked up to physical players. We talking about like Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? Like Deef. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
all around. You know, together on the court. That's just the way I want it to be. Well, I'm not gonna say no low hanging fruits like Michael Jordan or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just physical play.
And Marcus Smart, definitely one of the more... I've been a Marcus Smart guy since he came into the NBA. Or the SWBA, excuse me. He is one of the more underrated defenders, in my mind, in the SWBA, without question.
No, of course.
Most definitely. It's gonna be that way because he a guard though. But it's okay. It's okay for us guards though. That just you don't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? You don't think it's there.
Cam, like, can you kind of walk us through your decision to commit to SMU over other schools, especially in that Texas area? Or also, to kind of follow up that, are there any schools you wished offered you that didn't?
I mean, to start with the question, my decision to come to SMU, I mean, kind of was simple for real. I mean, it was at the crib. It was close. I could still put on for the city because I mean, then that kind of feeds to your question. The next question, anyways. I mean, the school I wanted to offer was Houston, out top. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get one, and I mean, it was all good. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know. They didn't need a shooter. With the team that they run some fast up and down tempo basketball. They don't really shoot that much as I seen anyways. So obviously I wasn't needed there. But yeah, my decision to come to SMU, I mean they put the team on my back early, you know, like just with talks with the coach, talks with Lank and just going back and forth. They believed in me more to take over a team than I did when I first, came to Dallas. And so, yeah.
Now, Cam, with such a long break between games, how prepared are you for Tuesday night in Gainesville? And to follow up that, how did this break allow you to recuperate and keep yourself sort of mentally ready?
I mean, it was the last two games kind of came, kind of came quick and kind of ran a little bit, but I mean, not necessarily. I mean, this break kind of just gave me a mental break because I've been prepared since the off season to just run it. So physically, I'm ready, but mentally, I mean, just trying to keep up with the style of, you know what I'm saying, SimWorld U. I mean, I haven't really said I've stumbled too much. I mean, my first game, I had some problems with it, but I feel like I figured things out in a physical sense. But just my mental wise, I feel like this little break that we done had for the last week or so, then kind of gave me a edge a little bit to get that together.
Okay. That's a very interesting approach, I would say. I kind of want to go back to your SimWorld prep days a little bit. You ended your career at Run DMV. You, Keith, and Charles, definitely one of the more dynamic trios in SimWorld prep. You guys took down the Beast of the East in the Run to 1. How much do you kind of still keep in touch with them? And Are you surprised at the success they're having at the SimWorld U level this season?
Oh nah. I mean, I want to talk about my boy Trey Trust too. He going off. He doing his thing too. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not surprised at all. Not about what they doing. I mean, yeah, we most definitely keep in touch. Me and Charles for sure. Me and my Splash brother, we tight for sure.
Now, after spending some time in DC, Cam, what does it mean for you to return home to Texas to play ball in SimWorld U?
I can't say that I didn't miss it. I mean, the DMV was cool. I was cool. It was good. I had fun missing people, but I mean, it was time to come back home. And that was like a big part of my city. It was time to come back home.
And what was the biggest transition for you moving from SimWorld Prep to SimWorld U, whether that be on the court or off the court?
I mean, I would just say the difference between the attention or like the spotlight. I mean, I kind of was sort of the focus Run DMV wise, but I mean, we had Keith and Carter and Charles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was kind of in those areas, so it wasn't all on me, and I wasn't basically the focal point, but I mean at this point that's kind of really the only difference it is to me. Everything else is kind of the same, other than actually just.
And to close things off on this episode, Cam, I know you're a native Texan. I'm just kind of curious here. Are you more of a Whataburger guy, or are you more of an In-N-Out guy?
Nah, Whataburger. I don't know nothing about no In-N-Out burger. That's not my style. Whataburger.
What's your go-to order at Whataburger?
For sure, this sweet and sour bacon burger. Is that what it's called? No, sweet and spicy bacon burger. Yeah, my beat.
Making me hungry, man.
Definitely making me hungry too. Well, that's going to do it for the time we have on the J-Rock Show today. Cam, it was a pleasure having you on. Good luck the rest of the season, man. We're pulling for you.
Yeah, Mr. David, appreciate y'all for having me on there. Look, any other time, just let me know. I'll be more than glad to be back on with you guys.
For sure, man.
You're always welcome.
For sure. Yeah, definitely always welcome. All right, everyone. This has been J.R. Storm and Jason J.K. Candell on the J-Rock Show. Thank you all for tuning in, and as always, see the game, be the game.